You check the email for the 10th time. You already know there are no mistakes. You checked it 9 times before this moment. But something inside you, a quiet, persistent signal, tells you to read it just once more. That's not diligence. That's a looped neural circuit that doesn't know how to stop firing. It's a glitch in your internal quality control. Today, we're going to look inside that circuit to understand what your brain is actually doing and why it keeps doing it. Perfectionism isn't just about a clean desk. It lives in the process. Researchers have found it's not a single trait, but a cluster of distinct psychological patterns. Each has its own triggers and its own way of keeping your nervous system in a state of high alert. There are 5 main types, and there's a good chance you'll recognize your own glitch in more than one. The internal judge. You rewrite the same paragraph 11 times, not because the first 10 were bad, but because they weren't good enough. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning and evaluation, is essentially running a quality control loop that never gets a green light. It keeps generating predictions of a perfect outcome and comparing reality against that moving target. This is a buffer glitch. Your brain refuses to send the task complete signal. The perception gap. You walk into a room and instantly spot someone else's mistake. It doesn't just annoy you. You genuinely don't understand how they could be satisfied with it. This is a perceptual gap. Your brain projects its own complex internal algorithms onto others. It's a glitch in interpersonal intelligence. Your brain expects everyone to run the same high-resolution software you do. When they don't, it feels like a bug in the matrix. The threat detector. This is the type most linked to burnout. You feel a crushing pressure to be flawless because you believe others will only accept you if you never fail. This isn't ambition, it's fear. When you anticipate an evaluation, your amygdala, the brain's fear center, triggers as if you're facing a physical predator. Cortisol floods your system, creating a frozen state. You know this is procrastination. Your brain is so terrified of a mistake that it hits the emergency stop button, the error hunter. You aren't chasing excellence, you're running away from errors. For your brain, success is background noise, but a mistake is a high-pitched alarm. This is your negativity bias in overdrive, an evolutionary mechanism that weights wrong informates you more heavily than right. You check the email a 10th time not to make it better, but to ensure you're safe. Your brain records threats with high fidelity, but archives your wins as if they never happened. The pixel paradox. You spend an hour fixing a 3-pixel misalignment, while the deadline for the entire project looms. You've fallen into the doorway effect within your own task. When you zoom in on a tiny detail, your brain creates a mental event boundary. The big picture context is archived to make room for the micro task. You aren't being inefficient. You are being incredibly efficient, at the wrong scale. Perfectionism is a set of patterns, not truths. Whether it's the internal judge or the pixel paradox, these are just neural circuits your brain learned to run. But circuits can be rewired. So, which of these 5 types felt most familiar? Are you an error hunter, or are you caught in a social mirror? Let me know in the comments. And remember, the first step to an upgrade is naming the glitch. If you want to understand more about how your internal hardware works, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.